Well, hello. Welcome back to Neptune Fish Tarot. So, I have an interesting reading today. I was just sort of tapping in with spirit this morning. And I wanted to inquire a little bit more about this 8-8 portal, this Lionsgate portal energy that's really been building, the whole month of August. And yesterday on the 8th, it came in and it showered us with really intense energy. If you tapped into it, you know what I'm you know what I'm talking about, because it felt really pivotal, but it also felt really okay. Pivotal's not a feeling. It felt inspired. It felt intense. It felt conflicted. And it felt really, really expansive, like a like it really is the catalyst for a whole new energy that's coming in. And so I just wanted to tap in with spirit today and get sort of some different messages about how we proceed out of this, right? Like, what can we do with this energy? How can we use this portal, right, to grow and to up level and to expand and to build? And so I got a really neat message. At the bottom of the main tarot deck, I got this Nine of Pentacles, right? And then at the bottom of the clarifying deck, I got this Ten of Cups. This really is an expansion. It really is an expansion into, like, everything, obviously, that we're doing here in life, in our experience, is for our highest gain. It's, we're all here with, like, different contracts and different challenges, and to have different experiences with different people, and all those things, right, in general. And this is a general reading, but generally we're here to come into the highest version of ourselves and to have emotional fulfillment and to have abundance. And I think also with this Nine of Pentacles, to actualize, as our individual facet selves of the creator of Source. So you'll see in this message, we've got every single 10. We've got a 10 of Wands. We've got a 10 of Swords, clarified by a 10 of Pentacles. We've got another 10 of Cups. So we've got all the 10s, which really does coincide with this portal. It really does coincide with this next phase, this next leg of the journey. And I like that spirit is giving us some guidance on, what to do with that energy. Because we do see this need to rest and rejuvenate, really, to just transitions are not something that you just barrel through, head first. It's a shakeup, right? It's even a positive transition into something new. I heard somebody say it yesterday. I don't know who I was watching, and they said, even that's stressful. It is stressful. Anytime we're being tested or throttled into a new phase of life, even when it's something positive, even when you have a wish fulfilled, right? There's a period of gestation with that, Mother of Wands. Gestation. And you have to allow it to sort of like integrate into your like molecular structure, right? At a really, really deep level. There's a certain amount of trust and faith that goes into this process. And on a mundane level, there's a certain amount of rest that the body requires in order to receive the energy. And so we do see this Mother of Wands, which is such a lovely, feminine, receptive energy. It's like receiving the message, right? It's receiving the download. Because it came in fast and it came in hot and heavy like this Knight of Swords. It really did, right? But the Queen of Wands, she's very courageous. And she's very dynamic, right? And of all the queens, she's the most creative. In other words, it's that facet of the creator itself in feminine form that was showered upon us, yesterday, and will continue to be showered upon us today and over the next few days, according to what others have said about this portal. And here's the moon, right? Because it was a new moon. And so there's a mystery to this, right? It's hidden, it's emotional, it's cosmic, clarified by the lovers. It's bringing us into a cosmic up-leveling with our own divine feminine and masculine, right, within us. There's just something that you have to allow to unfold with us. There's an old part of us that's dying away. There's an old way of thinking. There's an old way of perceiving. That's waiting to be born, that's waiting to unfold. It's for our highest good. It's for fulfillment. It's again, it's this 10-10. It's this beginning of a next cycle. It's a divine expansion. It's preparing our light bodies for that next level of experience, right? So that we can come home to ourselves. So that we can become whatever it is that we desire, whatever our desires are. And while it's being, somewhat hidden, and while it's maybe not entirely clear, we are going to merge, because that's the promise and that's the guarantee. And we do see the successful, we do see this Emperor energy where we are going to gain mastery over this energy. The sun is burning bright. The Logos is coming in to inspire us, right? To take on that Emperor energy, being the masters of our lives, standing tall, deeply rooted, firm in the soil, like this tree. I think there's a message also about getting out into nature, communing with nature. And in this figure with the Six of Wands, I'm really drawn to how she is with open arms, just welcoming in all of that light and all of that love and all of that inspiration. So I think it speaks to how we're changing our minds and reframing ourselves. Again, to let go of old patterns, to allow them to burn away, to make ourselves vulnerable. I think vulnerability is also another word that I'm hearing. Vulnerable to the energy, open to the energy. This is a lifelong process, right? This unfolding, becoming this King of Pentacles, right? I mean, yes, we see a lot of divine masculine. We see up here a lot of divine feminine, Mother of Wands, Moon, Lovers. It's very feminine. But down here we see a lot of masculine. And what I'm drawn to, with this Three of Wands into this King of Pentacles, is that wisdom is something that it comes over time. It's not something that's gained, overnight. Look at the maturity, the ease, right? That's the other part of this. It's not anything to struggle over. It's just something to anticipate. Three of Wands, like we're waiting for everything to unfold. And there's an ease in the attitude of knowing, of the deep knowing, that it's going to unfold exactly in the right time for us. So there's no need to hang on to stress and to strife, even though those feelings will arise. We go from this Knight into this King energy as we go through the process of allowing, of healing, of resting, of rejuvenating, of becoming inspired. We begin to pick up traction with the energy. And he's, going right again into this Ten of Cups. Clarified by the Hermit, right? And that's the inner knowing. That's the wisdom. That's the maturity. That's going to, right? I mean, I love that the Ten of Cups is right in the center of this King of Pentacles and this Hermit. It's the illumination in the darkness. It's the unfolding as we tap in. We're connecting our chakra system. I take this Ten of Cups to be like our own internal alignment, right? As we come online, as we are expanded and up-leveled, everything is just connecting. And in the final scene, we have this conflict, this mental conflict, these Five of Swords. But here it is. While the Queen of Swords has her emotions sort of set aside because she is, thinking rationally, thinking clearly, thinking logically. But the Knight of Cups is over the top of her to remind her, hey, look, yes, we want to be logical and rational with our state of mind, with our thought process, how we're going to move forward. We want to cut away. It's sort of like a negative activity. We want to cut away the thoughts that are no longer serving us. But there's something magical about this Knight of Cups. When we allow the universe to come in and gift us with the love, doesn't love conquer all? And isn't that the message? Are you willing to receive, to believe, and to trust that Source is love? And because we are facets of Source, we are love. And so I feel like this is the process of unfolding. It's kind of a beautiful message. This is us becoming. This is us tapping in and understanding who we are in the divine scheme of things, the Lovers and the Hermit. So I pulled out some oracles at the end of all of laying out this tarot, and it was new moon energy that came out. You and your loved ones are safe. This is a very safe process, a very sacred process, but a very safe process. And you are blessed. Yeah. Again, how are we able to get out of our own way to receive that blessing? I think that's the overall, that's part of the overall message here. This is just another phase of evolution for our growth. And then 2 of these cards came out, and how interesting they came out together. Family of Light and Orbs of Light. There's so many messages with these 2 cards. I mean, just about how, if you're listening to this message, you are a light worker. And how the Orbs of Light, I like the Orbs of Light because that's just all of the spiritual guidance that's like surrounding you at all times, right? They're holding you in this safe space. They're gifting you with wisdom, with guidance. They're protecting you. They're directing your steps. They're giving you messages, that you're connecting in with, whether you're consciously aware of them or not. And then this Family of Light, I actually want to read something from that. There was something with it, and I haven't looked at this card in a really long time. But let me see. It says, the limits that much of humanity place upon their love, that they will love their own family, country, religion, or community better than they love those on the outside. Do not restrain your heart. You're capable of loving humanity, of loving all creation on earth. As an extended spiritual family, you will love all as your own. You are meant to belong to a broader family of light. And I feel like the message here is that we're just coming closer and closer and closer to love, to the alignment within ourselves of understanding who we are as facets of the divine, that we're all facets as one. And then, interestingly, for the astrology deck, we had the void of course moon missing. So this card talks about a void of course moon is like there are certain degrees that a moon is in where it kind of goes offline, where no activity can be taken, where there's a nothingness, there's a void. And I think I want to say that this deals with just allowing yourself to be in that in-between space. That was a message I was getting a lot yesterday. That there's a void space where we just sort of have to rest there. We just sort of have to spend time there. It's almost like a test of faith, isn't it? Where we allow so many things to come in and we let go of attachment to outcomes. We let go of control. We let go of thinking. We let go of fear. Or we don't. We face fear. We sit with fear. We allow fear. We allow whatever wants to come up to come up. But there's no action to be taken on it. It's just an embracing. That's the other thing. This is about embracing whatever is, right? This is about embracing who we are, who we're becoming, where we're going, where we've been. Allowing the divine to work on our behalf. That's all. There's no struggle, there's no strife. There's no flurry of activity. And finally, this archetype that I pulled for the animal. This is getting in touch with that at the heart of it all, we're just like animals, right? We have basic primal needs, and just sort of like getting in touch with who we are at a very, very primal level, our connection with nature, our connection with the animals, our connection with the elementals, right? And sort of coming into peace. A lot more peace today than there was yesterday, I will say, about this portal. I think on the back of it, coming down, the message is everything's just working out. And like Ram Dass always said, we're all just walking each other home. So, I don't know if anybody is going to listen to this message. Maybe this message is just for me. But if you've made it this far, cool. You and I just shared a moment. Light family. I'll see you in the neighborhood.